Hi, earlier I have created producer and consumer using wait and notify. So today I will create producer and consumer using BlockingQueue. So this was the class which we have made in this tutorial, as you can see in the top right corner. So I have provided the link for this tutorial also. So let me run this class which I had created earlier. So as you can see, producer is producing and consumer is consuming. So this was made using wait and notify. So in this tutorial we will see producer and consumer problem using blocking queue. So we will create a blocking queue. Let me close this, and now I'm going to create a class which will create a producer and consumer. So I will name it as producer consumer, and I'm creating using blocking queue. So I'll write blocking queue, and this class will be inside this package com.swing.java, and I want this main method to be here. So I've checked public static void main, and I'll click on finish. So I created this class in this package com.java, and this is the main class which will call producer and consumer. So I will be calling producer and consumer from this class with the main method, and I will create a producer class and a consumer class. So we will see how the blocking queue helps in creating a producer consumer problem. We will be creating a blocking queue, and then we will pass that queue to the producer and consumer. So I'll create a producer class. Let me name it as prod implements runnable. So it will be a runnable class, and inside this I will add the unimplemented method, that is the run method. And let me clear this, and here I will call a blocking queue. So blocking queue will be a type of integer. So it will contain integer, it will be a type of queue, and as we know, blocking queue works synchronously. So we will create a constructor here of this prod, and I will pass this blocking queue inside this constructor. So let me copy this and paste it here, and I will create a constructor. Inside this I will initialize the blocking queue with this queue passed in the constructor, and I will create the thread of this class. So I will write thread prod equals new thread and pass the instance of this class in this. So I will write just this. So it will create a thread of prod. So I will start that prod thread. So our thread has been created, and it will be start as soon as we will call this constructor. So inside this run method, since it's a producer, so it will keep on producing. So I will write while loop with boolean flag as true. Inside this while loop, I am going to instantiate I, which will keep on incrementing inside this while loop, and it will get added every time in the blocking queue. So what this producer is doing, it will print the data of producer, and it will show what data I am going to put in the blocking queue, and meanwhile it will keep on putting that I value in the blocking queue. Surround this with try catch block. So we have created our producer, and let me remove this extra line. I am going to copy whole of this, and I will write consumer similar to the producer with some difference. So consumer, name it as cons, and I will name it here also cons, and this consumer will get the blocking queue, and it will not increment it, instead it will just get it. So here consumer will try to get the data from blocking queue. So I'll write consumer and blocking queue dot take. So using take method we will take data from the blocking queue, and let me remove all this. We don't want try catch here, instead try catch will be provided here. So in the consumer we will take the data from the blocking queue. So producer will keep on producing and consumer will keep on consuming. So let me scroll down a little bit. So inside this producer class, in the run method I am instantiating I and passing it to producer. For the blocking queue I am putting the data of I, and I need to increment it every time, so that I will keep on incrementing. And this consumer will have this thread consumer, and inside this run method I am just going to take data from the blocking queue. So producer will keep on producing, and here consumer is consuming here, and here where we are going to put is producing here. So blocking queue is helping in putting the data and getting the data, and both the threads are doing their task simultaneously with the blocking queue. So in the main method, I am going to instantiate a blocking queue, name it as BQ, and this will be a type of, there are lots of types available, so like array blocking queue, link blocking queue. So we can take any of the types. Array has array implementation, link has link implementation. So we'll go with array blocking queue and instantiate the capacity as 10. So 10 is the capacity of the blocking queue, after which it will get full. So the prod will keep on producing and cons will keep on consuming. So both of the thread will get started in their own constructor. So we have called new, and this constructor has a thread which will keep on producing data. This is the BQ, it has been passed in the constructor. Inside this constructor it has been instantiated, and thread is here. We have started the thread of this producer inside the constructor, and the run method we are putting the data of I, which we are incrementing every time. In the consumer also we have passed the blocking queue, and this is the blocking queue which has been instantiated here. We have created the thread of this class and started the thread in the constructor only. So as soon as we call the constructor, it will get started in the own constructor, it will get started. So inside the run method it will keep on consuming. So we are good to go, and here we are putting the data, and this is producing, and this run method we are consuming the data using take method. So this is about creation of producer and consumer problem. Let me run it as Java application. First let me open the console and run as Java application. So as you can see, we have not applied any thread sleep method, so it has produced lots and lots of data in just a quick fraction of seconds. So as you can see, producer is producing and consumer is consuming. We have the capacity of 10, so less than 10 capacity it is producing and consuming simultaneously. So let's reduce the size of 10 to little bit smaller, like 2, and we will apply thread.sleep so that it will be more clearly visible that producer is producing and consumer is consuming. So let's provide 500 milliseconds, that is 0.5 seconds, and also here also I am going to provide thread.sleep so that producer will be producing and consumer will be consuming, and they both will wait for 5 seconds in between. So as you can see, producer is producing and consumer is consuming. So at any sort of time there won't be more than 2 threads, as blocking queue has size capacity of 2 only, so only 2 data will be inside the blocking queue, and after that consumer will keep on consuming the data. So this was about creation of producer and consumer using blocking queue. So I'll be creating more number of producer and consumer problems using blocking queue, using reentrant locks, using wait notify and other things, so that you will get to know everything about producer consumer problem. So thank you all and keep learning. Bye bye.